Hey there, Dr. Karen here, and I am so excited about my new book, my book launch coming in October of 2025. It's my second crack in the breast cancer world or the general cancer world, because stage 4 is so different than stage 1. I mean, I remember stage 1. I mean, that was totally life-changing, but stage 4 is definitely different. So I want to share all the things that I've learned. And one of the so if we can kind of like reverse engineer where I am, 3 years out post stage 4 diagnosis. I mean, I'm thriving. Like I'm doing better than I was before the progression. And I spent a lot of time studying and thinking about and talking about the blue zones as far as longevity, and all the lessons. So there's having a purpose, being a part of a community, having gardening, walking, having exercise, obviously eating pretty reasonably, your fruits and vegetables and your protein, but there's no need to go too far as far as spending too much time in the gym. I mean, unless that's your thing. It's not my thing. I like playing tennis. So I wanted to go over the chapters just so you can know what's to come. So I'll start out, with the introduction, my second story, and a forward when life takes an unexpected turn. And then I talk about the longevity lessons from the Blue Zones wisdom. And then I'll go into the nature of cancer, like modern diagnosis techniques, types and stages, and myths. There's so many myths about cancer. There's a lot of things that even oncology doesn't know about cancer. And then the emotional roller coaster, a little bit about epigenetics and cancer. I think it's fascinating. That's before, we have genes before they develop, the things that we can do. And then coping strategies, the psychological impact, and making sure you get enough social support for cancer survivors, for caregivers, family members, the community. And then grief, embracing what is and finding your new normal. And strategies for navigating grief, navigating denial, anger, and acceptance. Strategies for emotional resilience, the unique aspects of cancer grief, because it's kind of a different animal. And then the ongoing journey, because grief doesn't end, it transforms. And then communication strategies for patients and families, survivorship and beyond, and social support. That was my first topic, back in grad school. My my college thesis was on adaptive feedback and anxiety, and that when I graduated from Davidson, it's a kind of social support. And then for my dissertation, I looked at cognitive functioning and social support with heart transplant patients. I digress, but just sharing those. It's one of my original favorite topics. I mean, more recently, I've been more in love with the topic of boundaries and teaching on that. So I'll talk a little bit about that. And then finally, advocacy, awareness, and contribution. And then I created a really cool companion resource and guide for my new book. So Cancer 2.0, Thriving with Stage 4, because this is stage 4. I mean, I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but I also, at this point, I wouldn't even undo it because of all the gifts and lessons that have come from it for me and my family and, you and my community and all the people's lives that I touched. So stay tuned.